The year was 2135, and Earth was thriving in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. Humankind had expanded its reach to the stars, exploring distant planets and galaxies. Interstellar travel was no longer a distant dream, but a daily reality. Cities like Neo-Tokyo glittered under the artificial night sky, their skylines dominated by towering skyscrapers and floating platforms. Everywhere, people lived in harmony with their advanced technologies, a testament to centuries of progress and innovation. One quiet evening, as Neo-Tokyo buzzed with activity, an unexpected event occurred that would change the course of history. It began with a strange signal picked up by Earth's deep space monitoring stations. At first, the scientists thought it was a glitch, but the signal's pattern was unmistakably deliberate. It was a message, one that hinted at an imminent arrival. High above the Earth, a massive starship emerged from a warp tunnel, casting a shadow over the planet. This was no ordinary vessel. It was the Azura, flagship of the Amazonian Confederation, an all-female alien race known for their strength, intelligence, and formidable combat skills. The Amazonians had been observing Earth for decades, intrigued by its diverse cultures and technological progress. Their decision to make contact was driven by a desire to learn and possibly ally with this burgeoning civilization. Commander Lyra, a tall, regal Amazonian with cobalt blue skin and piercing violet eyes, stood on the bridge of the Azura, her gaze fixed on the blue-green planet below. Her presence exuded authority and confidence, traits that had earned her respect and loyalty among her people. She wore a sleek, armored suit that accentuated her athletic build, a symbol of her readiness for both diplomacy and combat. "Prepare the landing craft," she ordered, her voice resonating with calm determination. "It's time we made contact with the humans." Her crew moved swiftly, their efficiency a testament to their rigorous training and discipline. The landing craft, a sleek silver vessel with elegant curves and advanced stealth technology, was readied within moments. Lyra and her team of elite warriors, each hand-picked for their skills and expertise, boarded the craft with practiced ease. As the landing craft descended towards Earth, Lyra's mind raced with thoughts of the mission ahead. The Amazonians had studied Earth extensively, yet there was much they did not understand about human behavior and culture. This mission was not only about establishing contact, but also about bridging the gap between their two worlds. In a remote desert in Nevada, a site had been chosen for the landing. The area was secured by Earth's military, who had been alerted to the arrival by global satellite networks. As the Amazonian craft touched down with a gentle hum, a cloud of dust rose, shimmering in the setting sun. The landing was smooth, a testament to the superior technology of the Amazonians. A team of Earth's leaders and scientists, including representatives from the United Nations, awaited their arrival. The delegation was led by Dr. Emily Carter, a renowned xenobiologist and expert in extraterrestrial life. She was a tall woman in her 40s, with sharp features softened by a kind smile. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity and excitement, tempered by a professional calm. Dr. Carter stepped forward as the spokesperson for humanity. She couldn't help but marvel at the Amazonians' advanced technology and their physical prowess as they emerged from the craft. The Amazonian warriors were imposing, their presence both intimidating and awe-inspiring. "Welcome to Earth," Dr. Carter said, extending a hand in a gesture of peace. "We are honored by your visit." Commander Lyra accepted the gesture with a nod, her expression one of mutual respect. "We come in peace, seeking to learn from your civilization and to share our knowledge," she said. Her voice was melodic yet commanding. "But there is something we must understand about your people." As they conversed, the Amazonian delegation noticed the cautious demeanor of the humans. They were polite, curious, but there was an underlying tension that puzzled the Amazonians. Lyra sensed that this mission would be more complex than she had anticipated, but she was determined to succeed. The meeting concluded with plans for further discussions and collaborations. As the Amazonian delegation prepared to return to their craft, Lyra took one last look at the humans. She saw in them a mixture of fear, hope, and curiosity, emotions that mirrored her own. The journey had just begun, and the path ahead was filled with unknowns. Back on the Azura, Lyra stood on the bridge, gazing out at the planet that held so many mysteries. Earth is a world of contrasts, she mused aloud. We must tread carefully, for their potential is as great as their unpredictability. Her second-in-command, a fierce warrior named Zara, nodded in agreement. We have much to learn from them, and they from us. This could be the beginning of a powerful alliance. Lyra smiled, her resolve strengthening. Indeed. Let us proceed with wisdom and caution. The future of our people and theirs depends on it. With that, the Azura's engines hummed to life, and the ship began its silent vigil over Earth, a guardian from the stars, watching and waiting as the first chapter of a new era unfolded. In the weeks following the Amazonian landing, Earth's leaders scrambled to make sense of the unprecedented event. Governments, scientists, and military strategists convened in emergency meetings, crafting protocols for interactions with the newly arrived extraterrestrial visitors. The United Nations established a special committee dedicated to managing relations with the Amazonian Confederation, and the world watched with bated breath as the first official contact between humanity and an alien race unfolded. The Amazonian delegation had established a temporary base in the Nevada desert, a sleek and futuristic complex that seemed to merge seamlessly with the surrounding landscape. The base was equipped with advanced technology, from energy shields that protected it from the elements to communication devices that linked directly to their starship, the Azura. Commander Lyra and her team immersed themselves in studying human culture and technology. They were particularly interested in understanding the complexities of human society and the underlying motivations that drove their actions. To facilitate this, the United Nations arranged a series of visits to key locations around the globe. The first of these visits was to a renowned scientific research center in Switzerland. The center was known for its groundbreaking work in particle physics and housed the world's largest particle accelerator. As the Amazonian delegation arrived, they were greeted by a group of distinguished scientists, eager to share their knowledge and learn from their alien counterparts. Dr. Emily Carter, who had become the liaison between humanity and the Amazonians, led the tour. She explained the intricacies of the experiments being conducted, while the Amazonian scientists listened intently, occasionally asking probing questions that revealed their deep understanding of advanced physics. During a break, Dr. Carter and Commander Lyra found a quiet corner to discuss broader topics. "Your technology is astonishing," Dr. Carter remarked. "We've never seen anything like it. How did your civilization achieve such advancements?" Lyra smiled, her eyes reflecting both pride and humility. "Our progress is the result of millennia of dedication to knowledge and innovation. We value education and scientific inquiry above all else. However, our advancements also stem from our need to survive and protect our people in a galaxy filled with dangers." Dr. Carter nodded, her expression thoughtful. "Humans, too, have made great strides, often driven by necessity. Yet our history is also marked by conflict. I'm curious about your views on warfare." Lyra's expression grew serious. "In our culture, strength and combat skills are revered, but we do not engage in conflict lightly. Our philosophy is to be prepared for war to ensure peace. We have learned that true strength lies not only in physical prowess, but also in wisdom and diplomacy." The conversation was interrupted by a commotion. A group of protesters had gathered outside the research center, holding signs that read, "No to alien occupation," and "Earth for humans." The Amazonian delegation observed the scene with a mixture of curiosity and concern. Dr. Carter sighed. "Not everyone is enthusiastic about your presence. Some fear the unknown, and others are wary of potential threats." Lyra nodded. "Fear of the unknown is a common reaction. It is our duty to allay those fears and show that we come in peace." Their next visit took them to a military base in Virginia. Here, the Amazonians were introduced to Earth's defense capabilities. They observed training exercises and studied human weaponry. The Amazonian warriors, led by Zara, demonstrated their own combat techniques, leaving the human soldiers in awe of their speed, agility, and precision. During a joint training session, Captain Marcus Reed, A seasoned military officer approached Commander Lyra. "Your warriors are impressive," he said. "I can see why your people are renowned for their combat skills. But I wonder, what do you seek from us?" Lyra regarded him with a steady gaze. "We seek understanding and cooperation. Your people have a resilience and adaptability that we admire. By working together, we can learn from each other and face the challenges of the galaxy as allies rather than adversaries." Captain Reed nodded thoughtfully. "I hope that we can achieve that. There is much we can offer each other." As the days passed, the Amazonian delegation continued their exploration of human society. They visited schools, hospitals, and cultural landmarks, gaining a deeper appreciation for the richness and diversity of human life. They attended a concert in Vienna, where the music of a symphony orchestra moved them in ways they had not anticipated. They watched a theatrical performance in London, marveling at the creativity and emotion conveyed through the arts. Throughout these experiences, the Amazonian delegation noticed a recurring theme: the human capacity for compassion and cooperation, despite their history of conflict. This paradox intrigued them and fueled their desire to understand the complexities of human nature. One evening, back at their base in Nevada, Lyra and her team gathered for a debriefing. "Humans are indeed a paradox," Lyra mused. "They have a capacity for great violence, yet they also exhibit profound kindness and creativity." Zara nodded in agreement. "Their potential for growth is immense, but they are also unpredictable. We must approach this alliance with caution." Lyra agreed. "We have much to learn from each other. For now, we must continue to observe and engage with them, building trust and understanding." As the stars twinkled overhead, the Amazonian delegation settled in for the night, their minds filled with thoughts of the future. They had taken the first steps towards bridging the gap between their two worlds, but the journey ahead was long and uncertain. The key to their success lay in patience, diplomacy, and the unwavering belief that, together, they could forge a better future for both their civilizations. In the months that followed their initial contact, the Amazonians integrated more deeply into human society. Their presence became a common sight across various parts of the globe, from bustling metropolises to serene rural areas. The Amazonian delegation split into smaller groups, each focusing on different aspects of human life to gain a comprehensive understanding of Earth's inhabitants. Commander Lyra and her core team remained in constant communication with the United Nations, coordinating their efforts and sharing their findings. The humans, fascinated by their new allies, were eager to show the Amazonians everything Earth had to offer. This mutual exchange of knowledge and culture paved the way for a deeper connection. One bright morning in Paris, Lyra and her team visited a prestigious university known for its humanities and social sciences. The grand lecture hall was filled with students and professors, all eager to hear from their alien visitors. Dr. Carter had arranged for Lyra to give a lecture on Amazonian society, followed by a panel discussion on human cultural practices. Lyra stood at the podium, her presence commanding yet approachable. "We Amazonians have thrived through a balance of strength and wisdom," she began. "Our society values education, discipline, and mutual respect. We have a saying, 'Knowledge is the greatest weapon.' This philosophy has guided us through countless challenges." The audience listened intently, captivated by Lyra's words. After her lecture, the panel discussion delved into various aspects of human culture, from literature and philosophy to social dynamics and ethics. The Amazonians were particularly intrigued by the diverse perspectives and the rich tapestry of human thought. A student raised a question that had been on many minds. "Commander Lyra, what do you think of our history of conflict? How does it compare to your own experiences?" Lyra considered her response carefully. "Conflict is not unique to humanity. We too have faced our share of wars and strife. However, what strikes me about humans is your capacity for reflection and change. You have the ability to learn from your past and strive for a better future. This is a strength that should not be underestimated." The discussion continued, touching on topics such as art, religion, and the human quest for meaning. Lyra and her team left the university with a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human culture and the resilience of the human spirit. Later, in a secluded meeting room within the United Nations building, Lyra and Dr. Carter discussed humanity's history of conflict in more depth. "Your history is marred by wars, yet your people speak of peace and cooperation," Lyra remarked. "Why this contradiction?" Dr. Carter sighed, her expression somber. "Humans are complex. Our past is indeed filled with wars, but many of us strive for peace. We have learned that warfare brings only suffering and destruction. Most of us are reluctant to engage in conflict unless absolutely necessary." Lyra listened intently, her expression thoughtful. "In our culture, strength and combat are revered, but we also value wisdom and diplomacy. Perhaps we can help each other find a balance." The Amazonian delegation continued their journey, visiting a hospital in New York City. Here, they witnessed the dedication and compassion of healthcare workers as they cared for patients. The Amazonians were particularly moved by the stories of resilience and hope, from children fighting serious illnesses to doctors working tirelessly to save lives. During their visit, Lyra spoke with Dr. Laura Jenkins, the hospital's chief of surgery. "Your commitment to saving lives is admirable," Lyra said. "In our society, we also value the preservation of life. Healing and combat are two sides of the same coin. Both require strength and skill." Dr. Jenkins nodded, her eyes reflecting years of experience and dedication. "Medicine is our way of fighting against the odds, of giving people a chance at a better life. It's heartening to know that your people share a similar philosophy." As they toured the hospital, Lyra noticed a mural on the wall, depicting scenes of hope and healing. It was a vibrant mosaic of colors and emotions, capturing the essence of the human spirit. "Art is a powerful expression," Lyra observed. "It speaks to the soul and transcends language." Dr. Jenkins smiled. "Art has the power to heal and inspire. It's a reflection of our humanity." Their next stop was a peacekeeping training center in Geneva, where they observed how humans prepared for diplomatic missions and conflict resolution. The center emphasized negotiation, cultural sensitivity, and nonviolent solutions, principles that resonated deeply with the Amazonian philosophy of wisdom and diplomacy. During a break in the training exercises, Lyra and Zara discussed their observations. "Humans have a remarkable capacity for diplomacy," Zara noted. "Their efforts to resolve conflicts peacefully are commendable," Lyra agreed. "We can learn much from their approach. Their methods, combined with our combat readiness, could create a formidable strategy for maintaining peace." The Amazonian delegation also attended a global summit on climate change in Rio de Janeiro. Here, they saw firsthand the efforts of humans to combat environmental degradation and protect their planet. The passion and determination of the activists and scientists at the summit were inspiring, reminding the Amazonians of their own efforts to preserve their homeworld. As Lyra spoke with an environmental scientist named Miguel Alvarez, she learned about the challenges Earth faced. "Our planet is at a tipping point," Miguel explained, "but we are determined to make a difference. We believe that through innovation and cooperation, we can overcome these challenges." Lyra's respect for humanity deepened. "Your commitment to your planet is admirable. We too have faced environmental crises and have learned the importance of balance and sustainability. Together, we can share our knowledge and find solutions." Back at their base in Nevada, Lyra and her team reflected on their experiences. "Humans are indeed a paradox," Lyra mused. "They have a capacity for great violence, yet they also exhibit profound kindness and creativity." Zara nodded in agreement. "Their potential for growth is immense, but they are also unpredictable. We must approach this alliance with caution." Lyra agreed. "We have much to learn from each other. For now, we must continue to observe and engage with them, building trust and understanding." As the stars twinkled overhead, the Amazonian delegation settled in for the night, their minds filled with thoughts of the future. They had taken significant steps toward bridging the gap between their two worlds. The journey ahead was still long and uncertain, but the key to their success lay in patience, diplomacy, and the unwavering belief that, together, they could forge a better future for both their civilizations. Months turned into a year, and the bond between humans and Amazonians grew stronger with each passing day. Their shared experiences and mutual respect laid the foundation for a promising alliance. The Amazonian delegation had become a familiar presence on Earth, their wisdom and advanced technology fostering a sense of hope and cooperation. The time had come for a grand ceremony to officially declare the alliance between Earth and the Amazonian Confederation. The event was set to take place in Neo-Tokyo, the city that had symbolized human progress and resilience. The city's skyline was adorned with lights and banners, and people from all corners of the globe gathered to witness the historic moment. As the sun set, casting a golden hue over the city, dignitaries and representatives from various nations and organizations arrived at the venue. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation. The ceremony was to be held in a massive open-air amphitheater, with a stage that overlooked the glittering cityscape. Large screens were set up to broadcast the event to millions of viewers worldwide. Commander Lyra and Dr. Emily Carter stood side by side, preparing to address the crowd. Lyra, dressed in ceremonial Amazonian armor that gleamed under the lights, exuded confidence and grace. Dr. Carter wore a formal gown, her eyes reflecting the significance of the occasion. As the crowd settled, a hush fell over the amphitheater. The Secretary General of the United Nations took the stage, welcoming everyone and highlighting the importance of the event. Today, we celebrate not just an alliance, but the dawn of a new era, he declared, an era of understanding, cooperation, and shared dreams. He then introduced Commander Lyra, who stepped forward to address the audience. People of Earth, she began, her voice carrying both strength and warmth. We Amazonians have journeyed across the stars to seek out allies who share our values of wisdom, strength, and peace. In our time here, we have come to admire the resilience and creativity of humanity. Despite your history of conflict, your desire for peace and progress shines brightly. She paused, allowing her words to resonate with the audience. Our alliance is built on mutual respect and the belief that together we can overcome any challenge. We will share our knowledge and technology, and in return, we will learn from your culture and history. Together, we will forge a path toward a brighter future. The crowd erupted in applause, their cheers echoing through the amphitheater. Dr. Carter then took the stage, her voice filled with emotion. This alliance is a testament to what we can achieve when we look beyond our differences and embrace our common humanity. The Amazonians have shown us that there is strength in unity, and that peace is a goal worth striving for. Together, we will face the challenges of our world and the universe beyond, not as separate species, but as partners. As she spoke, images of their shared journey were displayed on the screens, scenes of Amazonian warriors training alongside human soldiers, scientists from both worlds collaborating on groundbreaking research, and cultural exchanges that brought people closer together. The ceremony continued with speeches from other dignitaries, each highlighting the potential of the alliance. Then came the signing of the Alliance Charter, a document that outlined the principles and goals of their partnership. Commander Lyra and the Secretary General signed the charter, their signatures symbolizing the official commitment of both civilizations. Following the formalities, the evening transformed into a celebration. The night sky was illuminated with a spectacular display of lights and colors, representing the unity and hope of the new alliance. Music filled the air, and people from all walks of life mingled, their conversations filled with excitement and optimism. Commander Lyra and Dr. Carter stood together, watching the festivities. "We've come a long way," Lyra said, her tone reflective. Dr. Carter nodded. "Indeed, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to learn and achieve together." As the celebration continued, Lyra's second-in-command, Zara, approached them. "Commander, the preparations for the joint missions are underway. Our teams are ready to begin exploring the new frontiers together." Lyra smiled, her eyes filled with determination. "Excellent. Our journey has only just begun. The galaxy holds many mysteries, and together we will uncover them." The alliance between Earth and the Amazonian Confederation marked the start of a new chapter in the history of both civilizations. With their combined knowledge and strengths, they embarked on joint missions to explore distant stars, solve complex challenges, and ensure the safety and prosperity of their people. As the night drew to a close, the sense of unity and purpose was palpable. The Amazonians had come to realize that humans, despite their flaws, possessed a deep-rooted desire for peace and progress. And in that realization, they found hope for a future where both species could thrive together, united in their quest for harmony and understanding. The new alliance promised a future filled with endless possibilities. With each step they took together, humans and Amazonians alike were reminded that the greatest strength lies in unity, and the brightest future is one built on trust, respect, and shared dreams.